Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Spicy Speculation as we look at what is in the data files in this patch Open Beta 70 and what is coming in Open Beta 71 and into the future from these data files. As always with these data mining videos, everything here can change and is in an unfinished state, and there's a lot of speculation here, and this is mostly for fun. Also this time the source is from Taco de Pip, and the link to that data mine will be in the description below. Either way, I'm going to go through everything here in this video, and be sure to let me know all of your spicy speculation in the comment section below as I go through mine. Anyway, first up and probably the biggest is on the new champion codenamed Furia, and we have a little bit more on this champion. Basically, two of the abilities have been found in the data mining. First of all, the main attack being titled In-Hand Fury. What it does listed is firing a short blast with a short range explosion. What are the options here then? Well, so A, could it be some kind of cannon that exhausts energy at the start, at the end of the cannon where it fires from, and also propels an explosive charge? Or maybe even perhaps it's some form of magical blast, maybe from your hands in sort of a Kamehameha type deal. Think of a short burst, higher damage Fernando Flamelance type thing firing out from your hands, or perhaps even a sword with a slash and AoE blast on the impact if the player actually gets hit by the slash, which could be a bit like a hybrid between, say, a Bomb King Sticky and a Zin slash. Also, the secondary fire is titled Energy Charge, which I would guess at the most basic level could be a charged version of the main fire, perhaps extending an energy blast into a single shot at longer distance, or some kind of beam instead of this sort of shorter range blast. It could even be a completely separate fire type, a little like the Terminus Blast, giving the ability to do damage at range but perhaps without a cooldown. Now, a lot of people have been asking for a new support champion, and it has been a while since we saw one now. Personally, I would actually like to see some merging of main fire and incorporate that into healing, so a combo heal and damage the same fire you would actually have to aim. I actually suggested something similar for Ying by reworking her to make the main fire also heal if shot at an ally at a lower rate than the damage, with any illusions with line of sight adding to your healing beam, sort of converging with your main fire so that you have an aimed heal, just to bring skill to Ying and also still have the use of the illusions, although that was just my idea there. Perhaps a charged alternate fire could do something similar to this, and an interesting way where you're deciding the amount of charge to heal required on an ally. Either way, the main healers and paladins out of the supports have heals for their alternative fire, so a bit of fingers crossed here, but hey, it could just be another damage dealer or flanker or something like that. Some more speculation on the name. So first of all, the name designation here may be a code name rather than the end champion's name. Khan was originally codenamed Vanguard, and Vivian was originally codenamed Churchill. So out of everything, Churchill to Vivian is probably the most misleading, as you can't really get anything from Churchill, although we kind of knew that Vanguard was going to be some kind of big tanky guy, as the Vanguard is like the first one into a fight, so that did sort of make sense. People have suggested that they're linked to the Furies, Greek mythical winged entities, also known as Furia. That's Polish for Fury, and Fury is found in some of the data tagging. And just for fun, reading out and to quote Wikipedia on Furies, otherwise known as Erinyes, their origin: when the Titan Kronos castrated his father Uranus and threw his genitalia into the sea, the Erinyes, along with the giants and Melee, emerged from the drops of blood which fell on the earth, the Gaia. That's a pretty solid background there. Wow, those Greeks are interesting folks with their stories. But they're often described as crones with snakes for hair, bats' wings, and generally more unsavory characters. And this could tie the champion to the heaven and hell event that has been data mined, which we'll talk about in a second, maybe even being more on the hellish side. But probably the spicy speculation would be to think of perhaps how they're going to move around if it is a Fury. Maybe they have wings, maybe that's part of their ability, perhaps even the beam drags them around as they fire it. Anyway, moving on to more of that heaven and hell event. There are some skins coming for it, like the Ascension Siege one. So listed at the moment is a Maeve Demon, Tyra Angel, and Drogo's Abyss Lord. The site source does mention the Light Dragon skin and Bone King skin from Paladins Strike, the mobile game, being potentially what these are, and hi-rez have said that they are coming across, although I'm not sure they would use them as main event skins. Hey, I could be wrong though, and these actually look pretty good. On top of that, there's some more stuff on the PvE mode, the mode where you fight NPCs and sort of hordes, and it's currently codenamed Illusion Aggro. The files show they do the same damage as a normal human-controlled Ying would with their mirror, plus there is listed that hitting one of the illusions will make them aggressive against who hit it, i.e. the Illusion Aggro name of this mode. Personally, what I'm hoping for here after hearing this is one super hard but low damaging Ying who can put out a lot of illusions very quickly that move towards you slowly and perhaps even explode on contact or just get in the way of you shooting at the real Ying, meaning you could easily hit the hordes of illusions and they turn on you and you have to destroy them. I think that could be a really interesting way of having sort of a horde mode where you have one big boss enemy and loads of little things coming at you that aren't necessarily completely aggressive to begin with. Let me know all your thoughts on this one anyway. I bet there's lots of ideas for new PvE modes floating around there. Another data mine I missed last time and supporting the Nintendo Switch version being in development is there was also files referring to a Nintendo skin for Androxus. Like there is a blue one for PS4 or green Xbox skin if you link your accounts. I could either imagine a bold red and white recolor, or even perhaps a play on the Nintendo S controller with the pistol, maybe even looking like a NES controller. Either way, it hints again at the Switch version being worked on here. Extra cosmetic wise, there are links to Makoa breakdancing. Literally all I can think of is him getting on his back and simply shell spinning upside down. And this is one of the emotes that is roaming, so doesn't end when you move. Khan also has a unimpressed emote where he goes around clapping sarcastically, classic Khan, and this is also a roaming one. There's also hints of the Galactic chest maybe coming back, and the Lian Galactic Scion skin I showed in another video may be there instead of the damaged class pack, seeing as card collecting and loot box grinding is gone, and that was some of the stuff they had when they were going to bundle it together as a sort of damage skin set. Finally, there is talk of a Terminus rework, very possibly, although this may be only localized to the Chinese version. And if you didn't know, Terminus was never released in China, perhaps in response to a slightly wonky release. There has been rumored that they didn't like the idea of a melee champion, but probably more to do with how awkward he was early on. Basically, they're adding range to the Mask Axe, perhaps a bit like Zin's sword, and some form of extra mobility. Personally, I feel they slightly nerfed him too hard on live, and he's sort of in a meh position at the moment, although even with melee, he had some potential earlier on. Anyway, that's pretty much it from the second spicy speculation. Let me know of your spice and theories in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and hit that bell icon to become notified for every video. Thanks for watching everybody. Joshino.